Three ways that you can show analysis in your sociological answers to achieve those AO3 marks. So what is meant by analysis? Well, analysis will gain you fantastic AO3 marks, and it is awarded in all your essay-based questions, those 10 markers, 20 and 30 mark questions. And you can demonstrate analysis in three different ways. Firstly, by breaking down the explanation, linking ideas and concepts together to show how it fits. Secondly, by following a logical chain of reasoning. And thirdly, by comparing and contrasting ideas. So let's have a look at some examples about how you might do this. So firstly, by breaking down an explanation, linking concepts and ideas together. And here we're going to use an example from research methods in example of structured interviews. And we could say that they are reliable and easy to replicate or repeat. And we may explain why, due to there being a standardized procedure. Now, how do we gain analysis from this? So we will continue the explanation to dig a little bit deeper, and also suggest that you can repeat it a number of times, even training or employing other people to do the research and the interview for you. And as a result, this will mean that you will gain a larger sample. And this allows us to link it to another concept that it can hopefully become more representative. A second way is by following a logical chain of reasoning, and this time we are using an example from Crime and Deviance, giving an example from the Marxist viewpoint that capitalism causes crime. But we want to explain how does it cause crime. So by following a logical chain, we can follow the steps in the way that we take to get there. So we might say capitalism causes crime by its very nature of an accumulation of profit. To achieve this, the bourgeoisie will exploit the working class to make this profit through low pay. As a result, this low pay will push the working class into poverty. And as they are in poverty, the working class may need to commit utilitarian crime such as theft in order to survive. So as you can see, each step creates a link to the one before it, creating that logical flow in the chain of reasoning. Finally, you can show analysis by comparing and contrasting ideas. And this is really useful in questions where you are discussing social groups. And here we're going to use the example from education and why there is a class difference in educational achievement. We might start by saying one external explanation is due to speech codes. The pattern of language used by the middle class is also used by the school, giving the middle class an advantage. So we're going to analyse by explaining that the middle class use something called the elaborate code. This is grammatically correct and complex sentences. And the school also uses this code by using it through the teachers, the way they speak, the textbooks, and by exams. And as a result, they are achieving higher in the exams. Now, we would analyse by comparing this to the working class. They speak in a restricted code. In comparison to the elaborate code, this is more simple, it's basic language, might be quite repetitive, and may use slang as well. And unlike the middle class, they are not successful in conveying ideas, which will then result in their underachievement. So as a result, you have demonstrated really strong knowledge and understanding, and you are able to show how these different speech codes leads to the underachievement of the working class and the success of the middle class. So to summarise, you will gain analysis in three different ways. You are breaking down your explanations, following that logical chain of reasoning, and comparing and contrasting ideas. So massive thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and you can also check me out on TikTok, where I am going through exam questions, techniques and hints and tips.